everybody, welcome back. Hold on. Okay. Even though there's no one in my stream yet, which is fine. I hope y'all are doing well. We finally have a night nurse who is technically full-time in that he works at our case, but he'll be doing three nights a week. So now we have 2 nights that are like half shifts that someone else is doing, and then he's covering 3 nights. So I only have 2 nights a week where we don't have a nurse, which is better than every night being open. So yay, that's a good thing. Hey, how are you? Yeah, which means that I can do more streaming, which is cool. Because I miss it. I miss it because I'm tired all the time. So, I'm hoping to be able to do some gaming streams again. I know that those cat! Yay! Sorry, Jordan texted me. I'm doing good. Thanks. That's good. I like it when my online kids are doing well. I am attempting to do something. I'm working on a project, which is why I might be looking down a bit. I don't know how well this is gonna be, but we'll see. So, if I'm not looking at the camera a lot, that's why. I'm attempting to make a pillowcase out of old t-shirts for Gideon. They're all my t-shirts. You should be watching the Canes game. Oh, shut up, Jordan. I haven't streamed in a while. And I get notifications. Well, unless you're watching YouTube, you could still listen while you do your homework. Listen to me whine. Ouch. You know, I was just watching the music video for 21 Guns. The cover that, oh, that's cool. The cover that Green Day did, and I have no idea what's going on in the music video. It's not at all what I thought the song was about, but yeah, so. And what's his name from Green Day? The singer always sounds. I do too. Though, I think, I don't actually know what my favorite. Which Green Day song is my favorite? That song used to annoy me when I was younger. But I like it now. I have such a wide variety of music that I like. Yeah, I like that song too. That was the first song I ever heard by Green Day. Control. better home. I also like Boulevard of Broken Dreams. And there's another one, but the name is not coming to mind yet, so. That has been happening a lot. Literally said to Jordan, was it last night? I think it was last night. I forgot the word midnight because I was tired, but I forgot the word midnight. So I text Jordan to see if he would come and sit with Gideon at, what was it, like night, or like nighttime noon or something like that. I am in a new spot. Normally I am sitting, Queen music of a television movie. Not a big fan of Queen. I like Bohemian Rhapsody and Another One Bites the Dust. But yes, I normally am sitting in our dining room because Gideon's bedroom is like right next door, but we have a night nurse tonight, so I'm able to stream in my bedroom. I know what a Whovian is. I am a Doctor Who fan as well. Oh, Nick. I didn't know that was your first name, though. That's cool. I'm Katie. I think I've mentioned my name before. Oh, okay, so something really funny happened today. Well, kind of funny. I've been getting this call from this lady who says that she works for the Social Security Department, saying that someone had used my Social Security number illegally, so they were going to cancel my number. But the thing is, you can't cancel someone's Social Security number. Like, you just go into an investigation about it or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to call anyway, just in case, you know, maybe something actually happened. Nope, it was a total scam. So I pretty much called the lady that I was talking to a wench and hung up. Aw, I'm sorry, Kat. Guess I'm still friends with you on Facebook and Instagram. I know you're friends with me on Instagram. I deleted my Facebook. Controlled by the media. We're not in America. My nose itches. Yeah, I'm not, ouch. I'm not using YouTube to stream. Like, I'm not using the YouTube app. I'm still streaming from my phone, but I'm using an app called Streamlabs. And they usually have a chat on stream, which I think is pretty cool. Ouch. So much for these being safety pins. Oh yeah, yeah, the update. Yeah. I got the other day. That's awesome. The next jersey I want is a Fleury, a Marc-Andre Fleury jersey. But I want a Vegas one, not a Penguins one. Though, I'd probably still wear it even if it was the Penguins. Oh, were people like streaming it or something? People are so weird. Next year's oh, that's cool. That's so. What is wrong with people? I don't understand people. I really don't. Like, I don't get it. Ouch. I sold my Tom Brady jersey. Ow. I am ultimately an Anaheim Ducks fan. A Tom Brady jersey. Wait. That's funny. A pop figure. In the box. That's cool. That'll probably be worth money at some point. Oh. That's cool. I don't have a signature or a stick from any player. Wow. Jordan has a Sabres jersey. I like their jerseys. Like, I like the looks of them, but I don't know. That's cool. Blue. Yeesh. That's not good. Yeah, I probably would too. What is that? Or what kind of disease is that? That sucks. That's how Gideon is. My son. That's how he is. Crohn's disease? Yeah, I've heard of that. Wait, how old are you? Certain foods that cannot eat and have anemia. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a horrible memory, so you did tell me, I just forgot. That's crazy. Sorry to hear that. It's horrible. Me too. I love Paramore. And I'm so happy that she dyed her hair again. Come on, Keynes. Me too. Hold on. 5 minutes until my team plays, which I am again. It's the Avalanche against the Flames, I think, is who's playing tonight. I am rooting for Colorado. Fingers crossed, because Vegas and Pittsburgh both lost yesterday. So, Colorado is the third team I am rooting for. So, hopefully at least one of them does well in their first game. Why? No, I don't want the Flames to win. I mean, I'd be rooting for my Ducks if they were actually in the playoffs, but they're not. And Vegas has the night off. Vegas doesn't play again until tomorrow. Jerk. My stream was offline. Oh yeah, probably for a few seconds, because I got a text that I needed to check. So I hope things are going good with us since they aren't as much with me. With you since they aren't as much as me. Things are okay. I mean, for the most part. And silly string is fun. You're right, Kat. I haven't used silly string in so long though. It's been a while. I don't think I ever did a stream with her in it, but I'm pretty sure I've mentioned her before in some of my previous streams. But my sister-in-law is moving down. She came to visit in January, I think it was. So that'll be fun. We're hoping to take Gideon to the beach when she gets here. Which also means that I have... Did we talk about the moderator thing? I don't remember if it was your channel or someone else's. Moderator? I don't know. What were you wanting to talk about a moderator? Wait, did I make you a mod? I don't even know if there's a way for me to do that on this one. I think I'll have to go in later and add you as a mod. Sorry about that. Was it you that I asked to be one and you said... Oh, maybe. Normally I have a 3-month rule where you have to be active in my streams for 3 months, but my streams are so inconsistent now that I don't really have that anymore. I can make you a mod. I can't make it while I'm streaming. I'll have to go in later because of how I'm streaming. Yeah, most people are actually surprised when I say that I have a wait period for becoming mods, but I feel like it's better that way, because in 3 months, if you're still watching my videos, that means that you're pretty involved, I guess, with my channel. As I said, my streams are so inconsistent now. When I had that rule, I was streaming a lot more. But because of everything going on with Gideon, normally I'm just like, well, if you stay a sub after a month, I'll make you a mod. But yeah. But yeah. I feel like it just makes sense for everyone. It's not so much that something has happened, it's just he's a lot of work. At least until he starts school. With him being 3, he's just active all the time. And not having night nurses, it's just been pretty crazy and hectic, so I wasn't streaming a lot because of that, because I was always tired from being up all night. Hi Kelly, how are you? Sorry I haven't texted you much. think most kids are a lot of work for their parents, but with Gideon there's a little bit of extra work that most parents don't experience unless they have kids with health issues, which, I mean, wait, I didn't know you got in a car accident. What happened? Fun fact about me, I was terrified of water until I was in middle school, and now my favorite form of exercise is swimming. Oh. That sucks. I'm glad that you're okay though. I was a handful for my parents too, but that had more to do with the fact that they were the last family of 7 that I went through with being in foster care. So, I had like depression and anxiety and PTSD, and on top of having ADHD, so yeah, I was... I don't think I've ever been scared of an animal. I'm terrified of spiders. I think I'm more afraid of my brain than anything else. Wow. There was just a lot of drama, and it made me more depressed than it did anything else with being on there. Plus, I hardly ever used it, so... Oh, I'll have to look on Instagram then and see if I can find it.
What's the tax going to cost? Can't really say that till the meeting. Wait, no. H&R Block has upfront transparent pricing, so you know the price before you begin. So you can't work like that.
I could give you a ballpark.
Know the price before you begin. Upfront transparent pricing. Block has your back.
Calgary and Columbus. Sure. I will after I get done streaming. You just don't belong. Understands you. Are you wanting me to stream for a while? Or are you... No, I don't think that's weird. Yeah, I'll probably stream for a while. Okay, hold on. BRB. About that. Not many people around my age are on YouTube. I was planning on streaming for a while. I don't have anything else to do with my time. Okay, hold on again. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I said BRB. It freezes up when I leave the video screen. Shoot. It's not gonna be... It froze right after my question. What question was it? When I was a young boy. Sorry. Statement about people my... Oh. Yeah, I was trying to get... I keep skipping like a CD. Well then, cat. Maybe you need to sit down. And all the non-believers. I don't think this is gonna work. Shoot. Maybe if I cut this a little shorter. Yeah, most people who are subscribers to me are like 15 to, well, you're the oldest, so 15 to 36. Most of my husband's subscribers are a lot older, so I think it really depends on the content you're looking for, if that makes sense. What you know about me? Want you all to know. I am 24, so I am almost exactly 10 years younger. Jordan, or TCY, he is 31, so he's more. I get that a lot. Nope, I am 24. I've been out of high school for 6 years now. something like that, 6-7 years now. I'm in the Army. I have a 3-year-old. I think that's pretty much the most exciting thing about me. And everyone says that I look like I'm 16 or 17. But no, I'm not. I've had a lot of guys who thought I was younger who purposely added me for that reason. They are now blocked. But yeah. Wouldn't have been the first time something like that happened. Pretty much. I was born in 94. Yep. My husband graduated high school when I went into middle school. Yeah, because he's like 7 years older than me. He was 25 when I was 18, and a lot of people gave us weird looks for our relationship because of the age difference. And I'm like, I'm 18. I am old enough. Like, whatever. I don't care. He's like... I've had some people come in asking to see my feet. I also had one person who came in wanting me to make videos about me wearing garbage bags. Like, to make a dress out of a garbage bag. And I'm like, you know, that'd be pretty cool if I was able to use other things. Like, I used to do that in high school. I would make outfits out of like duct tape and garbage bags and things like that, and some of it were like actually really good, but it's like exactly. And like, because I mean, I'm not saying that the whole like high school sweethearts getting married, I'm not saying that that can't happen. It just doesn't happen much anymore, which is kind of sad, honestly. But not really. Weird request. If you're gonna ask me to show my feet, no. Hey, how are you? That was a odd time for you to come into stream. Sorry about that. I've actually been... So you were only 11 when your husband... Yep. Pretty much. I can't right now, just because of how I'm streaming. I can't while I'm streaming. Again, I can't while I'm streaming. Why not? Oh yeah, that's right. You said you had to make a different account. Okay. But hi, Carson, by the way. I've actually been thinking about making a, what's it called? Fuck. Hold on. So did I didn't know what I did to have YouTube delete mine. Oh, he had to make a new YouTube channel because his dad is the backup person for his email or something. I don't know. I don't remember. He told me. Something like that. But I was thinking about making a Patreon for all my 18 years old and older subscribers who have some different requests for videos. I can make videos on Patreon and have it that way. That way all my younger people don't have to see it or know about it or anything of the sort. Well, you've never actually met me in real life. Meet me in real life and I'm pretty sure you're gonna think of me differently. I'm not as animated. What a shame this workroom Fridays off. I chime in, what haven't you people ever heard of? Panic at the Disco is probably my all-time favorite band. It can be. I don't really know what that is or what to do for that, but I've gotten requests for that before. I am playing music, but I'm not doing requests. I'm just playing music on YouTube and letting it play whatever's next. Let's see. Playing it on the TV. Oh. No. Like rain and bird noises? Like that kind of thing? I have insomnia too. But for me, textures help me sleep more than noise does. Like playing with someone's hair or something like that. That's what helps me sleep. Haven't you people ever heard of? Sorry, I'm a little odd sometimes. My son listens to music when he is going to sleep. Oh yeah. I have Harry Potter, Adventure Time, another Harry Potter. I'm debating on some of my other shirts I'm going to use. But yeah. I like Adventure Time too. it's only 9:30 here. Okay, hold on. Ouch. Are you all melted yet? Yes, you are. Good. Don't try this at home, folks. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay, hold on. What? Almost fell off the bed. Don't judge me. Okay. You going right. There we go. Alright. Now that we have a more consistent night nurse schedule, I am planning on doing some more gaming streams. But we'll see. But yeah, crazy that one of them was over for. Oh yeah. That used to be a more consistent thing, actually. That used to happen a lot more than it does now. Mostly because I'm an old person and I get tired very easily. Okay, hold on. I don't know if this will work. Come on, thank you. Really? Wow. Okay, I guess you're gonna have to sit there. You're not old at all. I know I'm not old, but I usually feel it. I usually feel old. If I adopted you, Carson, I'd probably have gray hair already. Exactly. You're... Oi. I mean, I could do a gaming stream right now. I don't know how many of you are actually gonna want to watch. That's good. Maybe. I don't know. I'll probably do one tomorrow. I know. No, I know that. I could read you guys a book. I don't really know if I have any books that you guys are interested in. But Hold on. Let me see if I can find something. I'll turn you guys this way. Ignore my messy closet. And clothes everywhere. Okay, hold on. Okay. What is one thing men don't know about women? Yeah, it's the song. There's a lot of things men don't know about women. What specifically? Like, I don't know. Okay, if there's anything, any advice about how to deal with women that I could give guys as far as like relationships go, it would be that you don't have to spend a lot of money for you to show your appreciation about them. Like, get them like a $5 bracelet and I'm pretty sure you'll have her bawling her eyes out. Dates don't have to be fancy. Make a picnic in the living room. The fact that you cooked would be enough to, you know, would mean a lot. Half the time we don't know what we're thinking just as much as guys don't know what we're thinking. Don't always be the first to apologize. Unless you're wrong, which most girls are gonna say that the girl is never wrong, except that's bullshit. Girls are wrong about things too, and girls should be responsible enough to apologize if they're wrong. Don't ever comment about her weight, even if she lost weight and you can tell. Don't say anything. Tell her she's pretty even if she looks like crap. Girls would appreciate that. If you know how to play an instrument, they learn how to play her favorite songs on that instrument. If she brings it up, that's one thing. Like, if she asks if something makes her look fat, the answer is always no. Always no. If she says, I don't know. To be rather safe than sorry, don't bring it up unless she makes a comment. I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to ask for advice about girls in general. Like, if you're asking about because to her, whatever she's asking about, it makes her feel fat. And so she wants you to boost her confidence, like, no, you look great. Like, even if you don't actually like what she's wearing. Never tell a girl that you don't like what she's wearing. Because girls can kind of be a bit much when it comes to something like that. I'm better at giving advice about a specific person. Like, if you say, hey, this girl said blah blah blah, I probably could tell you exactly what you meant. But as far as, like, women as a whole, I don't know. Don't. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. If it looks bad, make a vague comment. But don't tell her that it looks bad. Point out something good about the outfit that you actually like. Like the color or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna read. This is a book called H2O. Chapter 1. Not even chapter 1. Intro. As soon as I'd gotten the first warbling word out, I knew I'd made yet another horrible mistake. Not because of the not being able to sing thing, but because the song was the song my mom sang to me when I was little. The one she wouldn't sing that night when she sat outside the door. Dream a little dream of me. I don't think so. I'm not a jealous wife. I'm friends with his ex-girlfriend, so, and I know that she was an important person in his life at the time, and that's what that tattoo means, and I would never tell him to remove it, because she's still an important person. They're still good friends, and I wouldn't make him do that. If he decides at some point that he wants to get it covered up or removed, that's his choice, but it won't be because I asked him to. When you meet the right person, their past relationships aren't gonna matter. Because they're with you. The older you get, the more you understand about relationships. Not that you don't understand any part of it at your age, but at 14 or 15 or even 16, you still have this mindset that relationships are, oh, yeah, no, it's because it's not through the YouTube app, so I don't have Night Thought on here. But no, like, the relationship is different when you find the person. I didn't even think that was legal. Maybe they had a friend of theirs. I want a tattoo. Hold on. Nope. Wow. He's still in 8th grade. Wow. That's crazy. That still puts you at, like, 13 or 14. He must have had a friend do it, because no tattoo place would ever do a tattoo on someone that young. I think the youngest you can be to get a tattoo with a parent signature is like 16. So they're still like 3 years younger. Oh, he's 16. How? If he was in 8th grade when you were in 6th grade, he would have to have been... Oh, wait. Are you saying he just got a tattoo, or that he had a tattoo when you were in 6th grade? Some people do. I think it really depends on the state, though, because I think Vermont, the youngest you can be is 17. I know you said that he failed 2 classes, but you said he was in 8th grade when you were in 6th grade, which means that he's been in 8th grade for the past 2 years. I don't know. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna read. Okay. Every lovely, pretty thing in it felt wrong. There were no stars. You couldn't even see the stars because it was cloudy and it was raining killer rain. There was no breeze. There was no bird song. The next part is supposed to be really sweet, but how you'll dream of the people you love. It doesn't say anything about even though they're probably gonna die. I couldn't go on. I got all choked up. I wanted my mom. Genus, Ruby. Okay then. The killer rain applauded me, drumming down harder on that thin plastic roof. Chapter 1. If this was a regular story, like the kind you'd read for fun, it would have such a great beginning. Probably they'd want to make it into a movie. It'd be that good. It would start in mission control or maybe deep in space where a massive hunk of rock, an asteroid, is whizzing through the stars on a collision course to planet Earth. We cut to Earth. All over the world, everyone is terrified. They crowd around their TVs, weeping and praying. Probably there's also a lot of hugging and kissing and hand-holding, that kind of thing. Lots of deep and meaningful conversations. But not too many. We don't want to spoil the action. The final countdown starts and back in mission control, some old guy in a uniform stands aside to let some hot young dude, a misunderstood rebel genius who's masterminded the operation, press the button. His girlfriend is there, or maybe she's at home watching on TV whispering, "I love you, Brad," as he launches the super rock that's Earth's only hope. And now all everyone can do is wait and hope and pray. You'd have to speed up the next part. Apparently in real life it took hours and hours, days, for the missiles to reach the asteroid. In the movie of the book, it'd take just enough time to let the buff dude and his girlfriend find each other so they can kiss. When, kaboom, the asteroid is blown to smithereens. It looks pretty, too. A shimmering starburst in the sky. Everyone on Earth goes ooh and ah and does some more hugging and kissing. The buff dude has saved the planet. The hot guy triumphs. Hooray! See, what a great story. Except, as I said, this is just the beginning. And in my case, I was too young to remember the asteroid and all that. Me and my friends, we'd seen the stuff about it on the internet, and honestly, it was boring. Simon, my stepdad, heard me say that once, and he went crazy. "Are you telling me," he said, "are you telling me?" Here we go. You just knew. When he repeated stuff like that, he was going to repeat a whole load of other stuff. On and on and on. That you find the near destruction of the planet Earth on which you live boring? I have to say that when he got on his high horse like that, I couldn't help it. I saddled up my own. "Well, yeah," I said. I was telling the truth. I hate when you get into trouble for stuff like that, for just saying what's true. It's like they, the parental type and about 99.911% of all known teachers, want you to lie about what you think. You get into trouble for lying about everything else, who you were with, what you were doing, whether you've done your homework or not. But they don't care when you lie about what you think. They actually want you to do it. It's called agreeing with them, and that's what they want, all of the time, even if they're totally wrong. Unbelievable! Do you hear that, Becky? Are you listening to this? That's another thing he did. He tried to drag my mom into everything. Then go to bed. "Simon," she said, "let it go. She's just trying to irritate you." The truth about that was half the time I didn't know myself whether I was trying to irritate him. I couldn't help myself. He annoyed me. My mom said we were two peas in a pod, which made me really angry because he wasn't even my dad. Like I would ever share a pod with Simon. Being forced to share a house was bad enough. It's okay. I'll continue reading my book. I'm not, I said. It is boring. Something really bad nearly happened. It's like, so what? There are a lot of really bad things that are actually really happening. Ruby, said Simon, borderline total rage out. What you're failing to understand is that... I forgot what he said. What it was I was failing to understand. Same old, I expect, with the same old results. He'd get madder and madder, I'd get madder and madder, and my mom would get drowned out. Or else we'd both end up going after her. It probably ended up with me getting grounded. That happened a lot. Or being told to go and clean my room, or do the dishes even though we have a dishwasher. Or clean out the stupid guinea pig's cage. The thing is, I would give anything to be back there in the kitchen having that fight. I would just agree with him or say sorry or something, but there would never be another argument in the kitchen. There would never be another argument anywhere in this house. My name is Ruby Morris, and this is my story. If you are reading it, you are very, very lucky to be alive. But you already knew that now. You already know that, right? There's really no point going on about how things used to be. For one, I can't stand to think about it, even though I do, a lot, and it makes me want to throw up with sadness. For two, it kind of doesn't matter, does it? It's over. And for three, I'm not writing this because of how things used to be. I'm writing this because of what happened. So I'll start right there. This is what happened. I was sitting in a hot tub in my underwear kissing Casper McCloud. Ha, that also sounds like a great beginning. Maybe for some kind of kiss fest romance. Or maybe Casper would turn out to be a sexy vampire. But the truth is, and this is the one thing I will do for sure, I will try to tell the truth, even if it hurts me to say it, even if it shocks you to hear it, and I doubt it will, because if you're reading this, you've probably had about a gazillion shocks already. The truth is, it wouldn't be right to pretend that kissing in a hot tub was the kind of thing I usually did on a Saturday night, because it wasn't. Don't get me wrong, I'd kissed boys before, or two. I'd been to parties before, like since I was 5 years old or something. I'd even sat in that hot tub in my underwear before, with Lee. That's Lee as in Loney, my best friend. But that night, that party, it was the best, the most amazing, scarily amazing time I ever had in my life up until that point. That night, that one glorious hot Saturday night, I was becoming a new me. One who was going to have a boyfriend named Casper and do stuff like kiss in hot tubs at wild parties all the time. Yes, for the nagging jaws of the day, I was about to snatch complete amazing greatness and total brilliance. And a boyfriend. What can I say? It happened. It really happened. Zach, who lived in this massively cool, rambling old farmhouse and whose parents were so laid back you could basically do whatever you like, put the speakers outside the barn where we, that's me and all my lovely friends, exceptions to be named shortly, had been hanging out drinking cider punch, and a bunch of us stripped down to our underwear and climbed into their hot tub. They sort of danced where we sat, doing so slick, yeah, check it, mini arm moves. It was totally hilarious, but it was also totally cramped until people started getting out again, saying that the hot tub was too hot. It was like some dreadful slow-motion countdown, where with every person that got out, the water in that tub got stiller and stiller. I kept wishing it was one of those jacuzzi tubs with bubbles, but it wasn't, unless you kept trailing your hands around the surface. You could see everything. So I sat there, casually fanning my hands around, because across the pool of steaming water sat Casper McCloud. And in between us sat Casky, who wasn't fanning her hands about at all. I do want to say that even before that night, I wasn't really sure how much I actually liked Kasky. Not that I really knew her, she just started hanging out with us lately. Even more lately than Casper, who transferred to our school from the artsy hippie school. And it was cool and wild and was in a band, and I once told Simon and my mom I was babysitting with Lee so I could go see Casper's band play at the bar. And it was there while Casper was on stage at the George doing his guitar thing that he looked up and looked at me, and I looked at him and kaboom. I realized I was in love with Casper McCloud. This is too much information, isn't it? This is exactly what I said I wouldn't do, which is go on about things that were. I can't stand it. I'll shut up. Back in the hot tub, Lee came to my rescue, or tried to. She came up and asked Kasky where the gin had gone. I told you that punch was lethal. And Kasky said she didn't know, and Lee said she thought she'd seen her with it. And Kasky said she hadn't, and Lee said maybe she should just come and help her look for it. Then there was really nothing but steaming hot tub of water between me and Casper. I was so shy I nearly died of shyness. Also, I was slightly worried that I was going to cook to death or perish from the exploding bladder, but because I really needed to pee. I tried not to think about that, and wasn't difficult because I was in a state of pre-kiss terror. For sure, any second now there was going to be a kiss. There had to be one. It was the pre-kiss terror that made me say this. Basically, I would have swum the Atlantic to get to him. Genius, Ruby. All I'd done was prolong the agony. Slowly, we began to scoot towards each other. Actually, I'm not sure you could scoot slowly, but that's what it felt like. Also, it felt like it took an eternity, when really it was probably like 10 seconds or something. I looked into his eyes, then I had to look away because it was just too intense. I could see all my friends dancing and messing around like idiots, and behind them this gorgeous red sunset blazing in the sky. If I'd looked the other way, I would have seen something else. I would have seen clouds gobbling up the night. Maybe I would have even seen the clouds reflected in Casper's eyes, but when I got a grip enough to stare into them again, I wasn't there to admire the view. I practically headbutted him as my lips mashed into his. His lips sort of opened a little, and I kind of pushed my tongue into his mouth. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Like I said, I'd kissed boys before, but that's what we'd done. It'd been fairly disgusting. We kind of just melted into each other. I know that's kind of a stupid thing to say in cheesy romance movies, but we did. 1 minute, I was my own clumsy me being freaking out, and I could feel this divine Casper being. He was freaking out too. And the next minute, it was total kaboom. We didn't hear the yelling. Get out! Zach's dad shouted into my face, hauling me from the tub, and that's when it all began. I'm so sleepy. Why? Then go to bed if you're that tired. Chapter 2. Like most people in the country, Zach's parents had gone to a barbecue that night. That's the thing about Britain, isn't it? First glimmer of sunshine, first sign of heat, and everyone goes nuts, puts on their shorts, and has a barbecue. Doesn't matter if it looks like rain. We go out and we stay out until the first drop falls. No, it's worse than that. It actually has to start pouring before people give up and go inside. You add to that a holiday weekend, a whole extra day for sunburned people to lie around wishing they hadn't drunk 10 zillion cans of beer, and or that they had cooked the hot dogs properly on the grill, and you get okay, Carson. Well, you get what happened, don't you? Zach's parents weren't supposed to be coming home, so it was obvious right away that something was wrong because they were back. But it was even more obvious that something was wrong because they were freaking out. Normally, they wouldn't have cared at all about whatever it was we were doing. That was what was so cool about Zach's parents. Okay, he had a hot tub in the barn, in the woods and fields and everything to hang out in. But the really cool thing was that his parents were completely chill. They smoked joints in front of us. Hey, they even gave Zach weed. That's how chill they were. Tonight, they were not relaxed. They basically all went Simon on us. They herded us into the kitchen. The only thing that was un-Simon was that Zach's dad, Barnaby, kept swearing. Okay, so this is going to be the only other rule about this story. I will try to be honest. I will try to tell everything as it was, but I will not swear. My mom hated me swearing, the word God included, despite the fact that 1, she said it herself all the time, but denied it, and 2, as far as I can tell, everyone else on the planet says it all the time too. There's no need for swearing, she'd tell me. Even when the whole world in the grip of death, Festa, mega crisis, she'd say, Ruby, there is absolutely no need to swear. Actually, there is a huge need for it in this story, and lots of swearing did happen. But out of respect for my mom, I will not write those words. If, like me, you curse all the time anyway, you can go ahead and add your own swear words. But I hope you'll understand why I can't. I'll write something beautiful instead. I'll write butterfly for my mom. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Barnaby kept going. The thing is, Zach's parents were always into some pagan-y religious thing or another, so it's possible that Barnaby really was yelling on some specific god and wasn't just generally ranting. He locked the kitchen door. You're frightening them, said Zach's mom, Sarah, but Barnaby wasn't listening. He closed every window in the kitchen, and when he'd finished doing that, he started closing all the other windows. You could hear him banging around all over the house. We weren't frightened at all. It was a little weird, but the hardest thing was not to get the giggles. Although in my case, I had nothing to laugh about. Now there wasn't even any water to cover me. I did my best with dish towels. All of our stuff, everyone's stuff, was in the barn. Mom, what's going on? Said Zach. We're not really sure, said Sarah. Somebody Barnaby knows called him, and thump, 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 bang, thump, 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 went Barnaby upstairs. Mom, said Zach. Bang, thump, thump, thump. Barnaby came back down the stairs. You better ask your dad, said Sarah. See now, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? Zach didn't normally call his mom Mom. Sarah didn't normally call Barnaby your dad. If I didn't know Zach was practically immune to the whole lot of stuff that really bothered other people, like being embarrassed by your parents, I would have thought he was freaking out too. But his parents did crazy stuff all the time, and everyone knew they did, and usually no one laughed about it much because everyone understood what Zach had to deal with, and also because Sarah and Barnaby were so kind to us. This latest crazy thing, whatever it was just bad timing, party-wise. Turn the radio on, Barnaby told Zach. Dad? Said Zach, but he turned it on anyway. They didn't have a TV. Zach's parents didn't even have a digital radio. They had the old-fashioned crackly kind. Guess what was on? Gardener's Question Time. They were discussing the best method of tackling blight on roses. Someone lost it and giggled. The giggling had spread. This isn't right, said Barnaby quietly. It should be the news. I laughed too. It was impossible not to crack up when Mrs. Fotheringay Flytrap described the spots on her rambling rector rose. But you want to know something weird? Well, I certainly wouldn't in a million years have thought, oh no, this must mean the world as we know it is about to end. I kind of knew it wasn't right too. I didn't know what was supposed to be on. that I knew Gardener's Question Time shouldn't have been. My mom loved that program and listened to it every Sunday. Every Sunday. Not on a Saturday night. Never on a Saturday night. Not exactly scary though, is it? Go and put your clothes on, Sarah snapped at us. I shivered. Casper hugged me close. Lenny grabbed my hand. Sarah never snapped at us. They're in the barn, said Sasky, in a really horrible way, like Sarah was stupid. Take ours then, said Sarah. Take whatever you want. Just get dressed. Someone muttered something and headed for the kitchen door. Don't go outside, said Barnaby, loudly, angrily. You do not go outside. We shuffled out of the room, the whole herd of us. On the stairs, someone cracked up, and we all had to make a mad dash for Zach's parents' bedroom so we could laugh our heads off in private, without hurting their feelings. What the hell is up with your parents, man, said Casper. Got me, dude, said Zach. But he didn't sound okay. He still didn't sound okay. Come on, he said to Ronnie, my techiest friend. They went off to Zach's room. The rest of us, we played dress up in Zach's parents' clothes. It was so funny we forgot all the weirdness. Casper pulled on a caftan. Ooh, he said. He said, doing this prayer thing with his hands. I laughed so hard I need a pee, I remembered. Lee followed me to the bathroom. I went first. I had to. I was bursting. Then Lee went while I was surveying myself in the mirror. Shit. So much for the model look. The big, baggy, hippie dress was the least of it. My lips, which felt puffy, bruised, and tingling from the kissing, looked kind of normal, but I had mascara zombie eyes, and where I'd had bright red lipstick on earlier, it looked like it had sort of smeared itself all over my chin. Even my nose had gone Rudolph. No hope Sarah would have makeup remover, so I wet a piece of toilet paper and dabbed it in the soap and wiped up my chin. It wasn't really lipstick at all. It was my first ever full-blown kissing rash, and it stung. Really